So, good day everyone. My name is Joshua Jeremiah Elmintonon, and I'm here for today to solve some problems in Calculus 1 by the use of implicit differentiation. So, let's proceed to problem number 1. So, problem number 1 is x squared minus xy plus y squared is equal to e raised to the power of negative x. Find the dy over dx of the problem. So, let me ask you first, guys. So, what do you think our first steps in the problem? So our first step is we need to apply power rule, which is u raised to the power of n equals to n times u, where n is our exponent, then u raised to the power of n minus 1. So product rule, the formula for product rule is u derivative of v plus v derivative of u. So by applying these two, we will get 2x minus y, close and open parenthesis, y plus x dy over dx plus 2y dy over dx equals to e raised to the power of x. So in our next step, we need to distribute negative sign on y plus x, so it will become 2x minus y minus x dy over dx plus 2y dy over dx equals to negative 1 over e raised to the power of x. So now, let me ask you guys how e raised to the power of negative x become negative 1 over e raised to the power of x. So let me enlighten you on how e raised to the power of negative x become negative 1 over e raised to the power of x. So first step, we need to let g is equals to negative x, then copy e raised to the power of negative x, then it will become e raised to the power of negative x. Since the derivative of negative x is equals to negative 1, the next, since e raised to the power of negative x has negative exponent, we need to reciprocate it and multiply it by negative 1, so it will become negative 1 over e raised to the power of positive x rather. So in our third step, dy over dx minus x plus 2y is equals to negative 1 over e raised to the power of x minus 2x plus y. So what we did here is we just transpose 2x minus y here, so it will become negative 1 over e raised to the power of x minus 2x plus y. So in our fourth step, dy over dx bracket negative x plus 2y over negative x plus 2y is equals to negative 1 over e raised to the power of negative 1 over e raised to the power of x negative 2x plus y over negative x plus 2y. So what happened here is we just divide both sides by negative x plus 2y in order to cancel out negative x plus 2y in this side. So just like I said earlier, we need to divide negative x plus 2y by itself in order to cancel it out. So it will become dy over dx is equals to negative 1 over e raised to the power of x negative 2x plus y over negative x plus 2y. So in the next step, we apply complex fraction in here in order to get dy over dx is equal to negative 1 over e raised to the power of x negative 2 minus 2x plus y times 1 over negative x plus 2y. So in this part, negative 1 over e raised to the power of x minus 2x plus y, we apply cross multiplication, so we can get negative 1 minus, close and open parenthesis, 2e raised to the power of x plus e raised to the power of x y over e raised to the power of x multiplied by 1 over negative x plus 2y. So first, let's distribute negative sign on 2e raised to the power of x plus e raised to the power of x y over e raised to the power of x, then it will become negative 1 negative 1 minus 2 raised to the power of x minus e raised to the power of x y over e raised to the power of x multiplied by 1 over negative x plus 2y, then the outcome will be negative 1 minus 2 e raised to the power of x minus e raised to the power of x over raised to the power of x y over e raised to the power of x cos times negative x plus 2y. So for our last step, we multiply e raised to the power of x in negative x plus 2y, then the final answer will become dy over dx is equals to negative 1 minus 2e raised to the power of x minus e raised to the power of x y over negative e raised to the power of x plus 2e raised to the power of x over y. So now let's proceed to problem number 2. Sin x squared y is equal to g. Find the d squared y over dx squared, where g is the Earth's gravitational acceleration. So in our first step, we will let u is equal to x squared y, then the derivative of x squared y by the use of implicit differentiation, it will become 2xy plus x squared dy over dx. So, then next, by the use of trigonometric function, the derivative of sin u will become cos u times the derivative of u. So for our next step, we'll just base on this formula and substitute its value. Then it will become cos in open parentheses x squared y times 2xy plus x squared dy over dx is equal to d over dx of 9.8. So let me ask you, where did this 9.8 came from? So, the 9.8 here came from Earth's gravitational acceleration. Then, our next step will be, let's multiply cos x squared y to 2xy plus x squared dy over dx. Then, the outcome will be 2xy cos times cos in open parentheses x squared plus y plus x squared dy over dx cos in open parentheses x squared y. So let me ask you, what is the derivative of 9.8? So the derivative of 9.8 is 0 because the derivative of a constant is equals to 0. Then for our next step, we'll just move 2xy cos in open parentheses x squared plus y in here. Then it will become dy over dx x squared cos in open parentheses x squared y equal to negative xy cos in open parentheses x squared y. So for our next step, in order for us to cancel out x squared cos in open parentheses x squared y, we'll divide it by itself. in both sides. So, the equation will become dy over dx x squared cos close and open parenthesis x squared y over x squared cos close and open parenthesis x squared y is equal to negative 2xy cos close and open parenthesis x squared y over x squared cos close and open parenthesis x squared y. Then, now, we can cancel out x squared cos and open parenthesis x squared y in here. Then, the outcome will be dy over dx is equal to negative 2xy cos close and open parenthesis x squared y over x squared cos close and open parenthesis x squared y. So, we can cancel out, to simplify, we can cancel out x squared close and open parenthesis x squared y and cos close and open parenthesis x squared y in the denominator. So by cancelling out x squared close and open parenthesis x squared y in here, the outcome will be dy over dx is equal to negative 2xy over x squared. So we can also simplify this by cancelling out x in the numerator and the denominator. So, by cancelling x in denominator and numerator, it will become dy over dx is equal to negative 2y over x. So, let me ask you guys, is this our final answer? So, this is not yet our final answer. For our next step, we'll use quotient rule in here. So, it will become d squared y over dx squared is equal to x times negative 2 dy over dx minus negative 2y times 1 over x squared. For our next step, we'll just multiply x in negative 2 dy over dx. Then next, negative 2y in 1. Since it has negative times negative is equal to positive, then it will become d squared y over dx squared is equal to negative 2x dy over dx plus 2y over x squared. So for our next step, we'll just substitute the value of dy over dx in here. So it will become d squared y over dx squared is equal to negative 2x times negative 2y over x plus 2y over x squared. So by multiplying negative 2x in negative 2y over x, our final answer will be d squared y over dx squared is equals to 4y plus 2y over x squared. So this is for this video, guys. Hope you learned something. Thank you for watching.